Say hello to the people, Phil.
Hello!
And welcome back to After the Hype, our review show for games that we play on Hype, HYEP. Have you ever played over on twitch.tv/2pennygames, in which Phil and I, my name is Tavin, by the way, I'll be your host of the show, show each other a game that the other one has never played before, and we play it for you live on stream all the way through. Phil.
Yeah.
Have you ever played Uncharted 2?
Nope.
Nope. Well, that's changed, hasn't it now, buddy?
I mean, I played Uncharted again.
Oh my god.
No, I'm kidding.
Lies.
No, Uncharted 2 was good.
It was good.
Yeah.
It was good. I like Uncharted 2.
It's your favorite one?
It is my, I go back and forth between that and 4. But yeah, it is favorites. It was one of my favorites for a long time. Anyways, so, if you didn't know, you can get this show over at youtube.com/2pennygamescast. Usually, it's tied to the 2 Penny Gamescast, but due to scheduling errors, we didn't have time to do it and get the podcast up on time. And then this. So, this is going live, as usual, as a standalone episode, Tuesday, 8 a.m. Central Time, youtube.com/2pennygamescast. There's a whole playlist. You can check out all the other reviews we've done.
They're all there.
We're very slowly putting up pieces of series we've done in the past. The entire Metal Gear Solid 1 playthrough, Phil's first time, is up right now. We're working our way through the Kingdom Hearts editing process of getting that up in pieces right now. We're half-ish way through that, so you can go check that out. And then there's playlists to catch all the other reviews and so forth.
Yes.
But, Phil.
Yep.
Recap. We played Uncharted 1.
Mm-hmm.
How did we...
Would you say Uncharted 1 or Uncharted 3 is your least favorite?
Ooh. Oh, it's hard.
I know it's one of those two.
Yeah, it's one of those two. It's I like and dislike them for different reasons. So it's kind of on whatever day you catch me on. Okay. A lot of people shit on 1 because it's the oldest and there's a lot of clunkiness to it and so forth and yada yada yada.
I feel like that's just a cheap shot, though.
I also feel like that's a bit of a cheap shot. Like especially with the Nathan Drake collection, which is what we played on. These games mostly play the same. Now, back in the day, absolutely. Now, they're mostly the same. Anyway, so we played Uncharted 1.
Yeah.
It was your first time ever. How did you feel about Uncharted 1?
That was pretty good.
Pretty good? It was okay? It was fine?
It was a little lackluster at the end.
Sure. Yeah. Definitely not the greatest of third acts in that. But, you know, back in the day it was like, oh man, this weird jungle game from the Crash and Jack and Daxter guys, like, okay,
it's like
Indiana Jones, and then there's a supernatural twist, oh my god, that's crazy. So, for reference, Uncharted 1 was sitting in at 88 on Metacritic, probably a little high, 4 million plus copies sold, released on November 19th, 2007. Now,
that is a little high.
Uncharted 2, October 13th, 2009. So, almost 2 years later. 96 on Metacritic. That's understandable for me, especially in context with the times. 7 million plus copies sold. So almost double the copies sold. Definite big old jump in that.
I'm trying to think what else came out in 2009.
What are we sitting at? We're in between the Mass Effects, so it's not that. Anyways.
It doesn't really matter.
It doesn't matter. Phil.
Yeah.
How did we feel about Uncharted 2?
I liked it better than the first one.
Definitely better than the first one. Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like it, like, I liked the characters more.
They interact a lot more in this one.
Yeah.
A lot more back and forth, a lot more quips going on.
Bouncing off each other.
Uh-huh.
I think that it probably played a little bit better.
It's a little more fluid, a little more...
They kind of tightened it up a little bit.
Yeah, it's a little clearer of where you're supposed to go in terms of, like, traversal and climbing shit.
I did have some moments where I was like, wait, what am I doing? But, you know.
Yeah, sure, yeah. But I think that's every game or like, action-adventure game where you say, okay, wait, where am I supposed to go? There it is. Puzzles.
Puzzles were good.
Puzzles were good. We're solid.
They were fine.
A lot of flip up
nothing like brain busting. Like nothing where I had to like scratch my chin and go, what am I doing here? I just thought it was annoying, like how often I had to like open up and close the journal, open up, close the journal, open up, close the journal.
That's not something we're really getting rid of either.
Yeah, it's just, I don't know. I just wish there was like,
well,
can I just have something on the side of my screen so I can be like, okay, so that's that.
Yeah, sure. I guess they arguably get a little better about opening and closing in the third one, arguably. Fourth one just has great puzzles, I think, to my memory. Anyways, but the big thing about this game that, blew everybody's minds back in the day was the set pieces. Specifically the train, which I know you knew about prior. The train, great. Lot of fun with the train. The places are being destroyed. You're jumping in and out of stealth. A lot of cool action fight scenes. The helicopter, jumping into the big turret and shooting the helicopter down.
That there was hazards to climbing because there was the railway things.
Yep, all of that was great. That was a big technical thing because if I understand this correctly, the train is actually moving through an environment, whereas before the environment would have had to move
sliding like a background.
Yeah.
Like in other games.
So there's like a automatically generated rendered environment that the train is going through, and it's just on a loop, and then that loop changes depending on how far down the train the player is, which is neat, very cool. If you look at, have you ever seen on YouTube one of those break the camera channels or whatever, where they break the camera and they take the camera to places it shouldn't be, and you can.
I have not seen that.
You can see they're cool little videos. I think that
my phone.
You did just drop your phone. I think those videos best describe how the train works and put it in context for the normal gamer to understand. Be like, oh, okay, I see how this is different.
The layman.
A lot of great other standout points. The convoy scene, where you're jumping from truck to truck. Having a lot of fun with that. I enjoy that scene a lot. The building, when you're in Nepal and the helicopter's chasing you and it shoots that building
you jump
down.
To another building?
Yeah, that one blew my mind. That's where I was cool. Like, oh, okay, this game's on a different level back in the day.
I like the final warthog race thing at the very end where the bridge is crumbling.
With the crash cam and the running at the camera. Yeah. That's a great moment as well. Yeah, and then Uncharted 2 for me as a fan. Just elevated everything, and it's in terms of not necessarily game design, but game involvement, being involved in the game from the moment the game starts. Outside of obviously when they do the cut, and then we're in normal cutscene mode and stuff, but there's never a moment in, we'll see. I think God of War is a great example of this because God of War is also a franchise known for set pieces where the camera would pan out and the environment would move, but you as Kratos weren't really doing anything.
Right there, yeah.
Whereas Nathan Drake, the camera's still in the action. You're still in the action. The environment is changing and you have to react to the environment changing.
Yeah.
Which I that's something I see today. From this game's influence. The new Call of Duty Vanguard is being, it's in the current marketing cycle right now, and I'm seeing elements of Uncharted 2 in that. There's a building that falls down and stuff.
Oh, gotcha. No, I haven't seen anything about the new Call of Duty.
Yeah, so it's literally I can look at games now almost more than 10 years later and be like, you're doing that thing from Uncharted 2. Cool, very neat. So yeah, I really enjoy it. Characters we touched on, I think, are super charismatic and fun.
Yeah.
They don't really have arcs in these games.
No,
they more or less stay the same.
They're kind of the same from start to finish.
Yeah, but it's fun. The actors do a good job of
you said doo-doo.
Making sure that the stakes stay real and that that they're still involved in the plot, even though from beginning to end they're still the quippy little assholes who they've just killed a million people.
I did think it was kind of dumb that they tried to pull off a fake out death at the very end.
Oh man, you didn't know though. You didn't know. You're
yeah, but I was dead, she's not dead.
But she is.
Try to make you think that Elena was dead.
Schaefer.
For some reason, we were mourning a guy that we just met.
Yeah,
that day.
I don't care about Schaefer either. It's all right, cool, Schaefer, cool, whatever.
Yeah.
You're gonna miss this ass. Great last line. Love that last line from Chloe.
Chloe.
And then the final lines between Nate and Elena were my death was a 4 or whatever he said. I kept your tears in a jar.
What's
great
a 10?
Clowns. Clowns over my death. Great stuff. Great, just witty, charismatic writing that the
I just
actors
love Nolan North.
Fucking nail it. Nolan North, fucking lovely man. Lovely man.
What is it? Kitty's gonna get wet or something like that.
Kitty got wet.
Kitty got wet.
Yeah. I was sitting there for a good 3-4 hours before he finally said that, and I was like, there it is. But yeah, story again, more or less the same.
Yeah,
you're Nathan Drake. You're treasure hunting. There's a girl. There's an evil bad guy. The evil bad guy I like more this time around.
Definitely, it was way more comic book evil guy.
Absolutely, yeah, and just memorable.
Typical, yeah.
Because the name of the Phil, what was the name of the bad guy in the first game? Exactly.
It might be because I hadn't played it in a while.
Nah, it's a common thing. Nobody remembers. I mean, it depends. Are we talking the old white guy?
I know, but he's not even there. He's not the final
Gabriel
boss.
Roman, and then it's the Hispanic dude who is the final boss, Navarro.
Oh, I remember. See, now that you say that, I remember saying his name at the, during the afterhype for Uncharted 1,
and you're like,
you remembered?
Yeah, absolutely, because those guys are so whatever.
Yeah.
Eddie Raja's fun, I guess. If you remember Eddie Raja, that's the dude with the gold pistol who like
that's like the guy from he's basically your what's the name of the guy from from the Mummy?
Oh, dude, I don't know.
The guy that like starts serving the Mummy. And,
I have no idea.
I think his name's I don't remember. I think his name's also Eddie or something like that.
I quote unquote watched that movie with you for the first time, but I was
That
drunk
was the first time.
Don't remember and passed the fuck out.
Oh, right, it was me and Connor had seen it before, but you
hadn't.
No,
I would argue you still haven't seen that movie.
No, but that's like the shitty guy that like runs away at the beginning of the movie.
Anyways, characters overall way more memorable this time, way more enjoyable this time. I love the inclusion of Chloe.
By the way, you didn't ask, but I remember the name of the antagonist from this game. It's Lazarevich.
There you go. Lazarevich. Much more interesting. And then Harry Flynn as like a foil to Drake, I think is cute. It's fun. Whatever. He's there. He's got a couple of cute little lines.
You're talking about the Telltale guy.
Yeah. The visuals have aged a little bit, haven't they?
I'm just saying, he looks like the Wolf Among Us.
He specifically looks like a guy out of a Telltale game.
Just like pretty much just him.
Yeah.
He's the only one that looks like a Telltale guy to me.
And then, I mean, from there, like, gameplay did change a lot back in the day. Well, not a lot, but the gameplay was much more refined than it was in the first game. But now with the Nathan Drake collection, which we played
with the remaster,
they pretty much just brought 1 up to 2, so they more or less play the same now. It's just the feeling of the guns, I guess, feels a little tighter. There's still, it's still not. The shooting will never be like the tightest. Like, oh man, this feels amazing to just shoot guns in this game. It'll never feel that way. But they do. I don't personally like 3 that much in terms of gunplay, but that seems to be like a flip of the coin, 50-50. You either love it or you hate it or whatever. But 4 I like a lot, and 4 changes it up a lot too. Anyways, Phil.
Yeah.
Lazarevich. How did we feel about Lazarevich?
Like as a character or the final boss?
Yes.
Okay. I mean, he's just typical. Like, oh, I'm a bad guy. I'm gonna do this, and I'm gonna kill people because I'm bad, and I'm gonna.
They don't have the will.
And I'm gonna steal the stone, and I'm gonna be bad, and I'm gonna take it for myself, and I'm gonna chase you with a double barrel shotgun, and I'm gonna throw grenades at you, and I'm gonna get killed by resin. I'm gonna
All right, so specifically the final boss. How did we feel about that final boss?
It was all right. I mean, it was definitely a better final boss in the first game because it was less of like an honor rail, like take out all these enemies, then you get one shot off of this guy.
This one it was more of a there's a gimmick, do the gimmick,
run through the forest, shoot resin as he comes by it.
Yeah.
Don't get killed.
Don't get killed. That's a key one. And I'll say, you didn't have that much trouble with that final boss. We did play on normal.
2 or 3 times?
2 or 3 times, something like that. You figured it out fairly quickly. I know a lot of people at launch had a lot of issues with Lazarevich as a final boss. Apparently they can't pick up context clues of shoot the resin.
Where he shoots the pool.
Of
resin.
It's the pool, and then the entire level is crafted around, hey, learn to shoot the resin. Yeah. So then it's like, can you not put 2 and 2 together, guys?
It was pretty obvious. Like whenever you had said to pay attention, I was like, okay, am I missing something? Like it seems like it was just like let's do this.
The only reason I even brought it up, I was like, hey, just pay attention to context clues in this cutscene because back in the day, people were confused and they were like, oh, I'm putting a bajillion bullets into him, he's not dying. I go, yeah, motherfuckers, because you blow him up with the resin. That's the key. I think. But you were saying that you can end up shooting him, but it takes you can eventually. Yeah, it just takes like 6 times longer.
I wonder if that's like a trophy.
No,
kill him with just bullets.
No,
that'd be hellish.
I'll say Uncharted 2, first game I ever got a platinum trophy in.
Look at you.
I was I was a young boy.
Look at you.
Very excited.
Nerd.
Had the GameFly subscription. Had it delivered through GameFly. Kept it for like 3 weeks.
Tavin, I have over 10 platinums now.
You do. Congratulations, my friend. Phil.
Yeah.
Any general critiques about Uncharted 2?
I mean, I wish there was more like character arcs.
Sure. Yeah.
I wish everyone wasn't just like, hey, this. I mean, not that like they're not enjoyable. Just saying, like, I feel like it would be more. I would grow more. Like
there would be more investment.
I would be way more invested if everyone wasn't like the same character all the way through.
Yeah. No, fully. Yeah.
I wish there was more Sully.
Sully, yeah, totally got the short end of the stick in this one
For sure.
Yeah.
Because I liked Sully.
Because I think him and Nathan's back
and forth
are just the best in the cast.
What's the line? It's a and a map or something like that or something.
Oh, you could. I don't remember now. You couldn't find your ass with both hands and a map.
Oh, that's right. And so I got the quip right. It's and a map. Okay.
So yeah, no. Sully is like the wingman to Drake. Fucking great. Fucking perfect. Love Sully. Can't wait for Mark Wahlberg. Anyways, yeah. Uncharted 2. Overall, what did we give the first game? Like 6s?
I think I gave it like a 6.5.
I think I was sitting somewhere in the 7s.
I think I said 6.
To me, Uncharted 2, with context of back in the day, Uncharted 2 was a 9 to me.
For me, I'd probably say like 7.5 to an 8. Maybe
7.5 and 8. Yeah, I think as we get further from it, it's lower to an 8 just because of how simple it is. But like, it did lay the groundwork and it broke down a lot of barriers in games. Like, and it's just kind of hard to see that if you weren't there in the moment.
I'll say 7.5.
7.5. All right, so we're on an upward trend here with these games. Let's see where we are with 3. Let's see where we are with 3. I have very specific nitpicks that I feel like nobody talks about that really draws Uncharted 3 back for me. Mm-hmm. And I'm curious to see if you'll pick up on them as well, because I feel like they're going to be the same kind of things that bother you, because it's usually the kind of things that bother you.
Gotcha.
But Uncharted 3 is still a fun time.
Am I playing Uncharted 3 next time on HYEP?
Well, this next week, Phil.
I mean, we're playing more Jak 2, obviously.
We're continuing our adventure with Jak 2. Will it be the whole day of Jak 2? Probably not. Probably not.
Well, what am I gonna play, Tavin?
You're probably gonna play some Uncharted 3, buddy.
Okay.
Let's just cap off this trilogy, get it done and over with,
sure.
And then we'll move on to some other fun stuff.
Are we gonna hop after we finish the trilogy? Are we gonna hop right into Uncharted 4, or are we just
No. We're gonna take a little bit of a break because there's an element of nostalgia with Uncharted 4 that I think if we just put some time in between, specifically 2 and 3, and one as well, but like we stopped 1 for Mass Effect because of timing of releases and stuff, and then we were just hooked. But yeah, 2, 3, we'll take a break. We'll play some other games. We'll come back to 4 after a couple of series.
Okay.
And deliver that. And depending on how long these series take us and how I'm feeling and when I want you to experience this, the Uncharted 4 and Lost Legacy remasters have been announced. So, we'll see.
For PS5.
Yeah. I'm hoping, like 60 FPS, maybe some ray tracing or something. I don't know. Something cool.
We'll see.
Probably just 60 FPS. Do you want adaptive triggers with an Uncharted game?
I don't know. I don't know what it's going to be.
I don't know either. But, ladies and gentlemen, that was your After the Hype review for Uncharted 2. Come join us if you're watching as this episode is up. We are probably going live here soon with some Jak 2 and then eventually some Uncharted 3. Drake's Deception.
He deceived them.
Big Naughty Dog season for us right over here at twitch.tv/2pennygames. Remember, you can catch us over at youtube.com/2pennygamescast if you didn't catch the live feeds, where we will eventually put up all of this. We've got like 40 hours of footage just sitting on a hard drive, guys. And we want to cut it down and make it more watchable, but we'll see. Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for watching. Please hit the like, subscribe, all that fun stuff. Catch the 2 Penny Games Cast goes live every Monday. This new week just went live. We talk all about the new PlayStation Showcase, where they lay out games for the next couple of months. Spider-Man 2, Wolverine got announced. Very exciting stuff.
Very excited.
KOTOR remake. Very exciting stuff. We're all excited.
Made by who, Tavin?
Aspire, whatever. Fucking spell the fucking word
right.
Spell the fucking word right, guys. Just spell it right.
They want to be cool and hip.
You're not.
But they are, because they're remaking your favorite game.
It's a good game. It's a great game. It's a fantastic game. It's not my favorite game.
Oh, okay. Well,
no. It's old. It's old. It desperately needs a remake. Anyways, until next time when we finish, we're probably going to finish Uncharted 3 before we finish Jak 2 at this rate. But until next time, guys, please hit the like and subscribe again. Also, have a great week. And Phil, say goodbye to the people.
Goodbye.